stuff. Appreciate your help. You don't play it? How you play it? I'm gonna see how this gonna go. I'm gonna see how this live go. What's up? Hey, Mustard. You got my mic working? You got my mic on?
Yes, sir.
You do? Yeah. All right. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing today? We're gonna wait till some people get on here, then we're gonna go. I'm on live on Facebook, I'm live on TikTok. And see the caption, we're trying to figure out why do you see when people broke? What is going on? Where did I get that from? I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok, a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people on Instagram complaining about they broke, their money ain't right. So I don't know why. Why they have any problems? You single, especially if you single, you ain't got no kids. So we're gonna deep dive into that. See, there's some influencers come. We're gonna have Anton Daniels. We got some TikTok influencers. We got some people come, Charleston White. We got some people come and put their 2 cents on it. Then I'm gonna put my little spin on it, and we're gonna see, can we crack this egg to see why? We got a professor come too, and we're gonna talk about these dreams and aspirations that y'all want. So that's what we're gonna talk about. So first, the show is brought to you by our sponsor today is World Premiere Word on the Streets. World Premiere Word on the Streets on YouTube, coming tonight at 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. tonight. It's Thursday. Yes, Central Standard Time. World Premiere Word on the Street with your boy, me, Extraordinaire, and Vincent Craig. We're doing personal development for the soul. World Premiere Word on the Streets. Let me give y'all a little taste of it. This is what we got going on. This is sponsor of the show.
Greetings, and welcome to the World Premiere Word on the Streets. We're live every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't miss out. After a week full of noise, confusion, and constant distractions, this is the show that cuts through the clutter. It's the hour of the week where real talk meets real truth. We bring conversations that challenge the status quo and stir something deeper in the soul. This isn't just commentary. It's clarity, purpose, and elevation. When you tune in, you're not just watching, you're waking up. A place where common sense still matters and lives. So ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, this is the world premiere Word on the Streets. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. And now, ladies and gentlemen, join hearts and hands together for the man who discovered his purpose and lives it loud, Larry Extraordinaire Moten. And the motivator born to ignite minds and shift atmospheres, the amazing Keith Fletcher. And the man who brings clarity to the chaos with a voice of reason you can't ignore, the one and only Mr. Vincent Craig. Make no mistake, there is no word without our host. Welcome to the movement, welcome to the message, welcome to the world premiere, Word on the Street.
Man, that was a great commercial, wasn't it? That was a great commercial. World Premiere Word on the Streets on YouTube. World Premiere Word on the Streets. This is what the show sponsored you by. We coming on tonight, 7:30 Central Standard Time. It was me, Extraordinaire, and Vincent Craig. We're gonna talk about making it, man. When you make it, what it look like? What it look like when you make it? Man, that look ties into why people saying they broke. You know, so I'm gonna bring some people on to motivate somebody to get it started. You know what I'm saying? Get you started, get you crunk. Also, I'm on TikTok. Right now, I'm on TikTok and I'm on Facebook. On TikTok, I come up every morning at 4:15, between 4:15 and 4:30, 4:45. I'm gonna do 30 minutes cardio on my treadmill. You go to, I got my link in this with Facebook. You can go on there. I'm getting that. Hey, we getting this fitness on, man. All about this fitness. And we're on 4 pillars: spiritual health, physical health, mental health, and financial. You know, that's spiritual. Get all praises to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He woke us up this morning to be, do, and have. You know what I'm saying? That's what we speaking on in the morning, about them 4 pillars right there. And we started by getting the praise to the Most High. The second one is, hey, we're getting our workout on 30 minutes. I wear a 12-pound weight vest. I got an incline on my treadmill. And we go to work. We got the music playing. I'm setting some motivation, and we get done. We go up the hill for 15 minutes, come back down. The other 15 minutes, 30 minutes of your life. If he woke you up that morning, that means you're going to give it all to be better than you were yesterday. Do more than you did yesterday so you can have more. That's what it's all about here, baby. That's what we're about. You on TikTok, y'all come on, click on it, come see me, and come follow me, check me out. I'm telling you, I'm here to motivate. We want them 4 pillars, I'm telling you, all is over. Hey, here to set the standard. You know, our standards above average. That's what we're talking about. So let me bring some people in, man. We're gonna get this motivated. We're gonna get this show started. Again, I told you who this show brought to you by, and I'm hot. My fan ain't working today. My daughter told my daughter, let me get this. Oh, what I'm hitting? There you go. Let me get it started. Let's get it crunk. Big dog. There you go.
Ain't nobody say, hey, big dog, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to
Because
it.
you didn't come before just to chill. You came to conquer. You came to conquer. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Turn them up, George. Turn them up.
We're here to
You
get
want the
to it.
results. Then move like it. Walk like it. Talk like it. You ask God for a sign. Well, this is it. This is it. Because after everything you've been through, you deserve more. Woo! You deserve more. So fight a little longer. Fight a little harder. It's easy. Take it down. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, we gotta
Hey,
fight.
big dog.
We gotta fight. We gotta fight. Is that the reason that some of these single people broke? If they fighting? If they ain't fighting, they ain't trying to get somewhere? What is the problem? Why we not getting what we want? How are you broke in this time? One of the best times ever. I'm telling you, you say, Keith, how can you say that one of the best times ever? I got divorced when I was in my 30s. I'm telling you, I lost everything. All I knew was to get a job. And my second thing I knew was to get a second job. You know what I'm saying? That's all I knew. I was sleeping on my dad's sofa. Had nothing. I went to work. I had 2 kids. I went to work. I didn't have no time for no playing, no games, and all that stuff. I had to go to work. You got all that time to yourself. I moved from Colorado to Texas, and I went to work, and I went to start putting it in. But the problem I didn't have information. I didn't have no understanding. So what is the problem? Let me see. Let me see what this. One of the young lady named Tip. Let's see what she say about it. Let me see what she say.
Family, let me tell you something, man.
Dang it. Oh, forgive me. Forgive me. Let me see what she say. What's going on? This for women. This might be a touch.
So apparently, I pissed off some women that's in my comments when I made these broke women posts. As long as I'm on here talking about the men ain't giving y'all nothing to ride and all of that, and talking about how men is nothing and this and that, y'all all right. But when I start bringing y'all into accountability, because I'm gonna tell you, my page ain't for women and it ain't for men. It's to bring people into accountability. Number one, I'm gonna say this and I ain't gonna never say it no more. When you come to my comments, you better come and you better walk and you better talk with respect. Anything that comes any other type of way, this is not what you want. This is not where you want to come and think that you're gonna get a trophy in the bottom. I'm telling you that on God. Number two, if I am not a realist and I'm pessimistic or whatever you was calling me and saying that I don't understand women's challenges, let me break this down for you. With your children not having nothing to eat is not a woman challenge. I'm gonna tell you something that your mama ain't never told you. If you broke, stop having kids. And I ain't taking that back either. If you ain't got shit, stop laying on your fucking back and acting like your life is okay. Stop asking men for money. Stop pressing men for money and telling men they should be something when you ain't shit. If you don't do nothing with your life, that's your fucking problem. You hear me? If you get up every day and you continue to have kids, or I can see if you had one and you keep saying, well, that's a woman challenge, it's a challenge of life. We all got our fucking challenges, but we don't sit around and continue to suck and fuck and use people and push men down and tell men that they gotta support us because we didn't make the fucking decision that we needed to make in our life. It is not no life challenge. It is not women life challenges when you sit up and continue to have kids and know you ain't got shit in the first place. It is not women life challenge. You are fucking lazy. You 25, 35, 45 years old and you are flat, broke, lazy, and you want a nigga to come and save you. And these men ain't saving y'all the way that they used to save y'all. So now y'all pissed off. And then if you do get these women out here that these men are saving, that they say that these men are taking care of everything in the house, you still with a man that's taking care of everything and he still don't love you and want your ass. He basically used you for a maid to take care of his kids and see what he gotta see. He still don't want you. So y'all big mad, you are uninspired, you are low vibrational, you don't want nothing in life, and you want a nigga to take care of you so you get what you deserve. Goodbye. Don't you want me to snap on this motherfucker because I'm God, so everybody ain't gonna be happy. I'm gonna cut motherfuckers deep, you hear me? Because for one thing, I get off my fucking ass every fucking day and work. I got kids, I got a husband, I can have the same excuses you got, but I don't lay on my back and I don't make excuses. If this is not what you want, get up off of my page. So, okay.
I'm so sorry for all that cursing, but she was very dedicated in what she had to say. She said she ain't lazy, she ain't doing, she ain't making no excuses. Could it be that y'all are making excuses? Is she saying that people are making excuses why they broke, why they don't have nothing, why they going through it? That means that you got to get up. I told you two things. The only thing I knew to do, I knew to get up. I got one job, and then I got a second job. Now, the problem was I didn't know what to do with my money. I was just surviving. But I couldn't go out and kick, and I couldn't go out and do those things. I couldn't do nothing. I had to put my head in the sand and go get it. You saying you broke, but you still going out every weekend. You saying you broke, but you sitting up playing PlayStation all day. You said you broke, but you driving across town. How you broke? How you gonna hang out? I don't know. I'm just saying that, but it's like, again, that was her. I got about a thing in my on Facebook. I ain't got it on TikTok, but we're gonna put that in there. Let's go next. Let's go next. Let me see if I got Charles. Let's see what Charles will say about this. Let's see about leadership. So, give me a second. Let me find it. Give me a second. I ain't got my shit in order.
Show you the difference between a leader and a boss. A leader is someone who focuses on self-improving himself. While I'm focusing on self-improving me as the leader, I'm making other people around me better because I'm making me better. So as the head and the top gets better, everything below gets better. When mama and daddy start changing their lives, the children's lives start to change. When mama get right, the kids get right. When daddy get better, the house gets better. How you gonna tell me to show you the difference between a leader and a boss?
So what he's saying is, what I say all the time, you can't give nobody nothing, your cup is empty. What he's saying is your cup supposed to flow. You're supposed to fill your cup and it's supposed to overflow into your wife, into your husband, into your children. But see, you love your children so much that you know you're going to give, you can't give to them empty. You can't give to your mama, you can't give to your cousin, you can't give to no goddamn body because you don't have it. Then you want to say, well, you know, one of them don't have, we all got, we don't have it. No, they don't work that way. Our bank account don't work like that. We ain't got it. What it is, you ain't worked out no plan. You ain't sit down on the cake. But I ain't going to take nobody's shot. I got to get mine. Let me get Anton Daniel to talk to. Hold on. Let me get one more. He going to shut it down. I'm going to let him talk. Then we're going to have a professor come and talk and see what y'all doing, what we doing wrong. Like I said, I can't understand it. I'm old. I'm 57 years old. I'm a hustler. I'm a grinder. I done lost everything. You know what I'm saying? I was sleeping on my dad's sofa, you know. I don't know. I came out all that. Then I had stage 4 cancer. See, he ain't talking about like if you got a mental issue or something like that. We know things happen. But let me let Anton Daniel. Let me let him speak on that. So you won't say, keep talking about us on this thing about us, man. He ain't talking about you.
The opportunity that I have in order to make this world a better place and then be fairly compensated as a result of it. I don't understand it. I can't listen. When I see a broke grown man, and I'm not even talking about a person that went through something, because let's be clear, life happens to everybody. Even the Bible says it rains on the just and the unjust. When I see people that are broke for no reason, meaning that a life event didn't happen, a hospital bill didn't take them out, It wasn't some crazy layoffs for an extended period of time, and then you have to go back at home and take care of mom or something. When you just show up and you just say, yo, I'm broke just because I'm broke, you ain't got no wife, no kids, no nothing, no life events, no circumstances, and all you gonna tell me is that I'm just broke because I'm tired, and you tired every day, and you smoke, and you got drink, and you got a PlayStation 5, and you got an Xbox. You telling me you broke with video games in your house? How you gonna be broke with a game in your house?
Tell me.
How you gonna be broke and gaming? How you gonna be broke and smoking? So you too broke to have vices. Anton is insensitive. Anton don't understand what we going through. Anton is privileged and he got lucky. No, I worked my butt off. Yo, only rich people can have vices. Oh, Anton is all you're shaming the regular man. No, I'm shaming people that don't utilize their time effectively. More men than women, because listen, don't start feeling offended because I get on women all the time too. More men than women. If you have, let me tell you something, bro. If you have time and you don't have anybody even pulling on you, and you single, and you not getting it, you not every year making progress.
I just want to interrupt that. I talk about this time. I got kids. I got 6 kids. I raised my sister-in-law. Time is the most important thing. See, but y'all trading time for money. Time over money any day. Time is above money. Like you just said, if you got time all the time, you got 24 hours. That's why I say people tell me I'm not a morning person. I'm an anytime person. How you gonna be broke talking about you ain't no morning person, you ain't no this person? Especially you raise men. Like you say, I'm raising boys. I got 3 boys. I got girls. I tell my daughter, I mean one time I'm on the board telling her something. She's like, Dad, why you never be talking to them like that? You talk to me. I said, you don't see me talking to them, but let me explain something to you. I said, them boys can go up there and have a baby, break over the girl, don't have a job, don't have no money. They can go lay up on another woman, which they ain't teaching them. I'm just saying they could. And they're going to take care of them, help pay the child for whatever. You don't get them privileges. You ain't nobody going to come and let you lay up there and do all that stuff. And if you have to, you're going to be doing some strange things for some change. So I'm telling you, you don't want that life. You better just listen to what I'm telling you. Don't worry about your brother now. Worry about what you got to do. You got to be the mama, the dad, the grandma. You got to be everything. That's what I'm talking about. But let's go. Let them talk. Let Anton tell y'all. I don't know be the one, the bad news. But.
And even say you gotta be there. That's the thing. I'm not even asking you to be there. You don't have to be a complete package because we're all going to continuously evolve, move the goalposts forward, and become greater. If you don't have less debt this year than you had last year, if you're still working on your student loans and your balance is still up here and it's not down here, if you're still trying to figure out how it is that you can get an idea off the ground, but you don't already have things that you're working and then reiterating and revising, and maybe I failed on this and now I'm going to continue to push on that, but you're still waiting on somebody to hook you up.
Some crypto exchanges make you wait forever. High fees and slow trades.
If you're still waiting on your mans to get on, if every single moment that you have is not dedicated to mastering and putting in your 10,000 hours so that you can then manifest that greatness, I was talking to my dog Freezy yesterday, and I'm going to just tell you, Freezy,
if you ain't sitting there trying to get it, you're there putting your 10,000 hours in, not making no excuses. Listen to me. Let me say something to you. I love this TikTok. I love content. But you still gotta have a job. You're not about to get on this content and not have money. You need money. I was telling my daughter. I said, listen to me. I want you to do content about you going to work and then you count your money and showing you how you split your money up with your 25%. She said, well, that ain't what I do. I do hair. You know, I say, listen, what it take for you to get your hair? How did you buy your hair? With my money. Where your money come from? From my job. All that was content, baby. If you ain't have no money, you wouldn't be able to get no hair. It's all content. It's all money. But if you think you about to come here and get on this content thing and just blow up and you broke and you broken, it take money, baby. I tell my kids 3 rules to the game. Get your money first, get your money first, get your money first. You'll negotiate your money, your price, well, how much, what it's going to, no, I need to know all that. But now then, what you going to do with your money? how you going to deploy your money. That's what we talk about. But we're going to let me get this professor on. We're going to let the professor talk and say what people are doing. He talked to his students. Let me get that out. He talked to his students and they tell him what he wants. They all want to be rich. They want to be 1%ers, you know what I'm saying? And they think they're going to just lay back. Let me get to him. I'm sorry. Taking too long. I'm trying to get y'all here because I got a show to do tonight. Oh, man, I hope I didn't mess it up.
I emphasize again, it is free to join my community. The stocks I share are also free. The techniques and strategies I teach are also free. So
how much money they expect to be making by the time they're 35. And about 90% of them expect to be in the top 1%, which is $750,000 a year in America. And then they'll talk about that, like that's what I expect. But I'll say, what's most important to you in your life and moving forward? And a lot of the time they say balance. My students, I'll ask them how much money they expect to be making by the time they're 35. And about 90% of them expect to be in the top 1%, which is $750,000 a year in America.
So he talking to the students, the professor. He talked to the students. He talked to all. He said 90% of them said they're gonna be making top 1%, $750,000 a year. Of all the students, they think they're gonna make $750,000 a year. But listen what they say. They want balance. Let's see what he got to say. Let's see what he got to say about that. Y'all want balance. Y'all want to have your cake and eat it too.
And then they'll talk about that, like that's what I expect. But I'll say, what's most important to you in your life and moving forward? And a lot of the time they say balance. And I'm like, so you expect to be in the top 1% by the time you're 35, but you also believe you're going to have balance in your life? I mean, I've never seen that. You can have it all, you just can't have it all at once. And by the way, that may not be the way to go. You may sacrifice, you may say, I want to live a nice kind of balanced life. I'm going to move to a suburb of St. Louis, coach Little League, work 40 hours a week, be a good citizen, find a good partner. Nothing wrong with that. But the majority of the people I know, the young people, think they're going to be in the top 1% and also have balance in their life. And I just think it's ridiculous. I'm like, okay, the only way to get there, to achieve that, is if you have one thing, and that's rich parents. Otherwise, expect to go all in on your career or scale back your expectations around your economics and your influence, because it's a competitive market. And one of the things people can control is how hard they work. I don't think you want to work so much that you sacrifice your health or your relationships. There is going to be some trade-off with your relationships. I didn't see my...
I'm sorry, I don't want y'all to miss that. He said you got to scale and go all in on your influence and your economics. What he's saying is, it's all about who you know. You got to be with the right people, the movers and the shakers, and you got to know about money. You got to know how to deploy your money, where to put it in, how to put it, your money got to be working harder than you working. He ain't talking to nobody that's trying to survive. He not talking to no survivors and people that just surviving, I just want to pay my bill. He talking about, you said you want to be in the 1%, and 90% of the students said that? Oh, you gotta be way above it. You gotta be a dog. You heard her say big dog? You gotta be a hunter. I tell my kids, we hunt. You gotta do some things to hunt, but let them finish, man. Let them finish.
It's a lot when they were little. I was divorced. I think it was a contributor to that. I was working in services companies and never saying no to any opportunity. The CMO, Samsung, can you be in Seoul tomorrow for a board meeting? Sure I can. Yeah, I mean, I just said yes to everything to try and move the company forward. But I for a long period, worked very, very hard and sacrificed a lot. And it takes a toll. And I did it such that I could have a lot more balance now. But this notion, the myth of balance, get over it. If you expect to be influential or economically secure, you're not going to have a lot of balance for a long period of time. Some people are such geniuses that they can work a modest amount of time, make a lot of money, work out, have a great relationship with their parents, be fit, donate time to the ASPCA, and have a food blog. Assume you are not that person. So just have a sober conversation, and also have a sober conversation with your partner. How much money do we expect to have? Yeah. Who's responsible for making it? What's your approach to spending? Where are we going to live? The number one source of divorce is not infidelity or lack of shared values. It's usually got something to do with money. And also 70% of divorce filings are filed by women who still, and we don't like to say this because we like to pretend women have no agency and that they're just doughy little foes.
Now, wait a minute. He said most divorces end up. But I'm always hearing about a woman. I ask a woman something. I don't want him cheating on me. He can't cheat on me. He a cheater. But he said most divorces end because of money. And then I hear people talking about, well, I really don't need no money. You're a broke person, a broke mentality, a broken person telling that lie. He just said most divorces end because of money. But you sitting up here ain't talking about money. You sitting up here worrying about what your friends they doing, what they doing, what your homegirl doing, what your mom. You ain't talking about no money. You ain't had to sit down and say nothing. But most of them end up in divorces. But I'm letting him finish, then I'm going to say, let me let him rock.
Is the man loses a business, becomes broke, or has a mental breakdown. When a man loses his status as a provider, he's very inclined to be on the wrong end of divorce. So I think a lot about young men. I think a lot about financial security. I think every man should start with the notion that he's going to be responsible for the economic well-being of his household. And by the way, sometimes that means getting out of the way and being more supportive of your partner who happens to be better at that money thing than you. And that's a wonderful thing. But start from a position of, this is my responsibility. And make sure you're aligned with your partner around this stuff. Because the thing we don't talk about is that your kids are going to have higher blood pressure if you're economically strained. Ooh. Kids in low-income households have greater systolic resting blood pressure than kids in middle and upper-income homes. You're much more likely to get divorced. You're much more likely to have a stroke. You're much more likely to be the victim or the perpetrator of domestic violence when you don't have money. America becomes more like itself every day. And that is, it's a loving, generous place for people with money. It's a rapacious, violent place for people who don't have money. So all this bullshit that money doesn't buy you happiness, oh my God, is that a myth? I'm not saying you need to be incredibly wealthy, but middle-income people are happier than poor people, and wealthy people are happier than middle-income people. That's the bad news. The good news is that tops out. You get diminishing returns. And you have to be cognizant of, when you do get to some level of economic security, that's the means. The ends is such that you can have an exhale, release the anxiety that you feel, and then use the opportunity to really spend a lot of time with your loved ones and cement those relationships. And the problem is, you get on this hedonic treadmill and you become so absorbed in your own success and your professional identity and money and making more money that you never get to the ends. You wake up a wealthy person or someone who's financially secure, has always thought about their economic well-being, and you don't really have a great relationship with your kids, or you never really leaned into your partnership and thought, okay, let's take time to really enjoy each other's company. Let's do nice things. Your parents die before you have a chance to really spend time with them as adults. I think that happens to a lot of people. They just get so caught up in, I need the next promotion, I need the next amount of money, and once I get here, I have someone very close to my life, it's a family member, and I'm taking them to Africa, and they're like making excuses, but our kids in the choir, they were making excuses, and I'm like, you realize this is your last chance to go to Africa before you're dead, right? You're 50 fucking years old, when do you go? When you're 70? But you gotta get back to work an extra day. I mean, what are you thinking? We're gonna be dead soon. And I just think so many people don't realize how fast it's going to go by, and never really like not only super lean into the relationships, but just allow themselves just to have a great time. I'm going to Stagecoach this week. I'm going to go see country music festival. I can't stand country, but I'm going. I'm going to buy a pair of boots. I'm going to have a great time, and I'm going to do an edible, and I'm going to drink a shit ton, and I'm going to have a rest of adolescence with my friends, and I'm going to look ridiculous.
You hear that?
And it's like, yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? What am I going to do? Watch C-SPAN all weekend?
That was a lot. But that man, he just told you what you do. It's a difference between being poor, being middle class, and being rich. He said most people that survive and being poor, your kids have a high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, your parents. I tell my kids all the time, the best person to take care of old you is the young you. Let's get it while we're young. But we're going to do it a certain type of way. See, he said the conversation. The conversation is the most important thing. The vision is the most important thing. Most people don't plan that. Most people don't have a vision. Most people don't put a moat of protection around them. All they want to do is get the next thing, the next thing. They're addicted to it. They get high off of it. They're trying to prove something to somebody else. Look at my car. Look at this. And they don't know what they're doing to themselves. The young people are looking at their parents. They see, they hear, they touch. You talking about your kids they're going to do the same damn thing you did because you did. They don't know no better. And they put themselves around the same type of friends that are doing the same thing. Having a survival mindset. That's why they broke. Because you broke. And then that's why they lose it. Even when they make it, they lose it. That's why they say lottery tickets and all that stuff is going up right now. Everybody getting a lot, hoping and wishing a prayer. You should have been waiting on Jesus. What you wait on the Most High? He's almighty, everything. What you need to wait on him for? He done gave everything. That's why I talk about it in the morning. Be, do, have. If he woke you up this morning, that's the blessing. He woke you up to be better than you was yesterday, to do more than you did yesterday, so you can have more. Be fruitful, do multiply, have dominion. He said that in the Garden of Eden. He gave you the right, the power to do it. But if he don't wake you up, you can't do nothing. You dead, baby. You dead. You chasing the wrong thing, man. When I lost everything on that sofa, and I landed on that, when I got off that sofa and I said the best person for success, I went on. And I met my wife, she told me, she said, it ain't never enough for you. Why should it be enough? I got a vision. I got a plan. I would never be in that position again. My kids will never see me in that position. If I say would never live with no poverty, I got things I got to do. I had to sacrifice a lot of time. See, people don't see what you're doing in the dark. They're your friends. They, oh, what you're doing is this. All your friends want to do the one. Let's go party. Let's go kick it. But they don't see the work. Stop worrying. I tell my kids, I would stop looking to your left and right. They don't have it. They don't know. You hear that 9% of kids talking about they're going to be in the 1%. And the hell they lost their damn. You're going to make 7 not in this world, not in this lifetime. I'm sorry. Like you say, you're going to have some rich parents. You know why? They have to give them the information. They got to give them the knowledge. And what's wrong with you? My people perish for lack of knowledge. The blessing for me, when I kept grinding and I got around millionaire people, I started going in their houses because I was a customer relation manager, and I used to warn, and I used to go in their houses. I got to meet millionaires. I got to see I got to see, hear, and touch it. I got to understand what's a lot of money. That ain't no money. That $10,000, $20,000, that ain't no money. Now I can pass this information to my children. I can give them understanding what money is. I can tell them about the grind, now what you're going to lose. Now you want to grind like this, you might not want to get married right now. You got to have a vision. You might want to wait on that spouse, because I'm telling you, and if you do get that spouse, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sit down, we're going to explain like I had to do with my wife. We have weekly meetings where I want to go, what I want to have, what does she want, what we want the kids. What is enough money? There's not enough money. How you going to look for retirement? I want a house. What kind of house? I want a car. What kind of car you want? Details. I want all my kids, they teach they're going to get braces. We're going to get medical. All these things, we sit down and went through it step by step by step. We went to the future, sat down, we painted the walls, we moved the furniture, we put the pictures up, we did all that. It ain't no lucky shit that I'm where I'm at. There's not no luck. Hard work, dedication, sacrifice. All our friends going places, we just sit back. I love being at home. I love being around my kids. I went through my first divorce, and that wasn't that for my kids. Losing my kids, losing that time. Nah, we're going to work. I had stage 4 cancer. I had tubes in me. I got up, I said, I got the job, I got to go to work, babe. She's like, what you mean you got to go to work? I got to go to work. I got to take care of my kids. I'm bleeding. Blood dripping out. I had the tube, put them in my pocket. I was working 2 jobs. 2 full-time jobs. I make $200,000 a year. Dragging myself to work. I got to get this money. Most High told me he gave me another day. I was laying in that bed, that hospital bed, and he said, I just asked for another day. I got to help and I'm going to take advantage of every day. So when I get up in the morning on TikTok, y'all see me at 4:30, every morning, people like, man, what you getting up? That's why I'm getting up, because he gave me another day. And I don't want my kids to ever have to survive. I don't want my kids to die with high blood pressure. I don't want them to live no shit. I don't want none of them. He gave me another day. He said, everything I need is inside me. Why wouldn't I take advantage of that day? Why wouldn't I work out? Why wouldn't I do that spiritual help, giving all thanks, all praise to the Most High? Why wouldn't I go get my physical workout on, get up in the morning, go work out, get my workout on? Then why wouldn't I do my mental, man, get my mental tight, working out, meditating, studying, transformation, education, educate myself, putting this stuff, seeing the vision. How I went to the vision, went to the future, saw what I needed, and I came back, and I'm sitting here meditating, studying. All I need is one idea. And then my financial. Making my money work like harder than I work. Deploying my money and said, hey, this money ain't no petition. I need to make this money work for me more than I work. I started teaching myself, learning, having to put the right people around me. I ain't worried about no car. I said, I'm going to pay my car. When I said my word meant more than anything, hey, we ain't buying no more cars if we pay them off cash. So that means we start putting principles in place, rules in place, laws in place. This ain't no secret, ain't no luck. I don't even play the lottery for no luck. Dude gonna tell me how you gonna win. I said, man, the most high, I could be walking my dog, that ticket fly and hit my leg, and that'll be the winning line. I go there and cash it in and win. That's how I win. I don't trust. That's how much win. That's how much it is for you to win. You trying to spend all that money. It's the same thing as you getting lucky like that. Why I need to go waste my time and my money, my energy? That's why you broke. Then when somebody come to tell you something, you don't want to hear it. They got all this information out here. Hey, why don't you open a brokerage account? What? What if I lose my? Hey, why don't you open a high yield savings account? Man, well, I don't understand nothing. I'm trying to give you understanding now. No, you don't want to hear it because it's coming from me. Nah, bro, you can't tell me. And then when I keep winning, I'm trying, oh, look at him. You want to be envious, jealous? Come on, man. Make this make sense to me. Make this make sense. Ain't no way you supposed to be single and broke. I had kids. I tell my son that right now we're having a conversation. I said, man, I got married when I was 18 years old. My mother-in-law was on drugs. The kids had sisters and brothers that we were sending money home to them. We were 18, 19, 20. Both of us damaged. Both of us got trauma. Both of us trying to make it. Lost everything. Went to the military. I lost everything in 30. Divorce. You hear what he said? That a divorce can crack you off. All I had to do, I had to get up. I couldn't make no excuses. I had tickets, warrants, I had all that stuff, court date, been to jail, all that was on me. I had a negative network. Child support. Overcame all that. Because I was willing to put my head in the sand and keep on working, bro. I'm still going to be working. That's why I keep myself in the gym, because I got some time. I got more time behind me. Who am I to worry about my daughter? My daughter's 38 years old. I got a son that's 34 years old. I got another. Why would I worry about them 21 years old? They got more time. They got more time than me. All I need to teach them how valuable their time is. I got to teach them how. All right, let me show you where to put your money at. Hey, let me tell my 21-year-old. Hey, at 21, at your 20s, your dollar worth $88 in the future. Remember I told you the best person to take care of the old you is the young you. So your $88 your fee, so you need to deploy that in this. Let's go open this broker's account. Let's put this money. Let's show you how to buy. Let's get your credit straight. Let's show you, when you want to have a home, you're gonna have a down payment. We ain't putting no FHA. We're gonna do a convention. You're gonna put 20% down. We're gonna start you all right. You're not gonna walk out the door like I walked out the door. You're gonna be able to recognize. We ain't making no excuses. We ain't dying no high blood pressure. We ain't sitting up there. My daddy wasn't fat. My daddy was in shape. How he ain't gonna be in shape? They see, hear, and touch. High blood pressure, nope. Diabetic, nope. Cholesterol, all that stuff. That's what saved me when I had stage 4 cancer. They looked at my body. The Most High blessed me. Sitting it down on my head, had me working out 2 a day. The man looked at me like a God. He said, man, we can save you. I said, you say that to everybody. I told my dad, he said, nah, I don't say that to everybody. See, what's for me is for me. It ain't for you. See, the Most High talking to all of us. All of us got a gift inside us. But you want to wait. You got a seed inside there, but you up there being distracted. You ain't willing to put that work in, big dog. You tell me I ain't going to do all this content. You can be, I ain't going to do that content. You already talking about what you ain't going to do. I don't care about what you don't care. What about your kids? What about them? It ain't never too late. I got friends right now, they want to talk about what this did, the girlfriend, who that, about the son. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Let's get to this business. I ain't got nothing. My kids know. Here you go. You don't take it as on you. I got to go. I got a vision, man. I told my dad, man, this house, I paid this house off. We buying another house. Me and your mama buying another house for us. We'll leave y'all something, but we're going to enjoy ourselves. Your mama want that Jeep. She want that Mercedes. That's $140,000. Hey, that's what she want. I done did my job with you. Now you choose not to do that shit, but you got time. My son 21 years old. People like, what you gonna do with your son? Man, my son 21 years old. My son got a 750 credit score. My son got a Roth account. My son got a bank account. He got $20,000 in it. What you mean what I'm doing, man? If he messed that up, that's on him. He in college. Free ride, he ain't got to pay for school. What you mean what I'm going to do for my son? I done did it. He got a brace, he got his own room, he got a car. I done did it for him. What are you going to do for himself? All I'm going to do is show him. My cup is flowing to him. If he can't realize take that, I'm sorry for you, bro. You got to live with that. On to the next. He got more time. I got less time in front of me. But you love your kids so much. But you don't. If you love them, you will be acting different. You'll be moving different. You'll be doing different. That's what I'm saying, man. That's all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I get hyped, man. Let me sweat. Come check me out tomorrow. I'll be up. Hey, on you see my link on Facebook. Y'all see on TikTok. Y'all see me every morning, Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4:15. I start 30 minutes. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, I'm sorry. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be doing by 5:30. Thursday, Friday, we do 4:15. Saturday, hey, we're going live. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just come check me out. But on Sundays, I'm off. But we're going to work out. We're going to get right. I got to get a six-pack. It's time to stop playing. My kids told me I couldn't get one. It's time to get one. I'm going to start selling products. They see, they hear, they touch. I told them they should be doing this social media stuff. They think Sergeant Rice, it's $200 billion since the pandemic. Content creator, $200 billion. And you talking about you ain't going to do this. It's going to double in 5 years. You think I'm not going to be a part of this? You think I ain't going to get it? Man, come on. You scared to get on up? But you broke. Think about it. That's an excuse. I've been laid off. I've been fired. I've been all that, man. Divorce, stage 4 cancer. I'm legally blind right now. My daughter had to set me up out there. Ain't nothing stopping me. I'm a hunter, babe. I tell my kids, when you hunting something, I'm hunting right now. I'm hunting some of y'all right now. Right now, I'm sitting here. I'm going out. I'm checking the terrain. I'm looking at all the other hunters where y'all at. All y'all. I'm looking at all what y'all doing, all what the creators doing, other content creators doing. I'm watching them. I'm learning. I'm seeing how the wind is blowing, where the wind is blowing at. How it blow. I'm looking at I'm following the trails. I'm putting up food out there. I'm learning. I'm putting the smell on me so I won't let my scent get on. I'm putting that stuff on my face. I'm setting up where the best place for me to be at. I'm learning. We eat what we kill. We have to learn how to gut it. We use every part of it. I don't care if it take me 2, 3. I don't care if it take me a decade. It's a decade of sacrifice. But in that decade, boy, when it hit, what you willing to do? That's why you broke, because you ain't willing to do it. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you I did it. I came from nothing. I had nothing. I was negative. And I still ain't done. As long as the Most High give me breath. Man, in 10 years, 20, I got 22, I want 25, I want to be 90. And my money going to be working harder than I'm working. I ain't talking, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Ain't no way no young person that's single, no kid, supposed to be broke. No, I don't hear none of your excuses. Sad, piss poor. But you getting high, you drinking, you kicking. You know, you tell the people, well, my child is doing good. That's the mom. That's what you telling the man. That boy ain't doing shit. Yes, he is. Stop saying that. Give him a ribbon. But y'all don't want to hear the truth. But it's about to show. All this easy shit out here, all this easy information, all this knowledge, I don't have to tell you everything. Pick one. Stick with one. S&P 500, S&P 500, NASDAQ doing blowing up. Man, it's, every day it's my money just ding, 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 just going out and watch it every day. And you playing the lottery. You taking your dollars and going to scratch off, you going to play the lottery. When you could have been putting your money in that broker's account, S&P 500, average 10%. Just let it flow. Get out of debt. And like you said, if you ain't changed nothing in a year, you've been sitting there saying the same thing 1 year, 2 years, 3, you still in debt. You still owe it 2, 5, 6 years later, you still in the same situation. Come on, bro. But you don't want to listen to nobody. You know. You waiting on God. What God you got? That God, I don't want the God you got. My God already, this is how weak your God is, man. That you got to wait on him. He already said, he already gave what you need. What you waiting on? I'm sorry, I just ran, but anyway. Let's go, man. I'm telling you right now. Come check your boy out. Tonight, 7:30 p.m. I know some of y'all might be mad. I got to do a show at 7:30. 7:30 Central Time. World premiere, World on the Street. We talking about making it. You know what I'm saying? We talking about personal development, things you need to do. All three of us guys been through a divorce. Divorce is hard, man. Divorce mess up your coins, boys. Divorce, man. Ooh, I'm telling my son that I said, man, I had a restraining order in my house. My son said, Dad, how can somebody give you a restraining order in the house you live in? Ooh, I had a restraining order on the house and her. I went to jail. I went back to the house to get my clothes. He called the police. I went to jail for that. She wasn't even there. Now I'm telling you, bro. This shit is funny. I'm telling you, bro. Ain't no excuses. Whatever you got, I've been through it. Ain't no excuses. But I'm a hunter. I can't be hunted. I'm a hunt you. I'm watching you. I'm watching all the things you're doing. When you open your mouth, I already know what you're talking about. Don't come on, man. Get on with that. So, again, stop worrying about your kids. Your cup, he said, your cup will overflow into your children. They see, hear, and touch you. They're watching you. They're watching you. You're watching your mama, your wife. You're supposed to be sitting there telling your wife, y'all supposed to be sitting down, where are we trying to go? How much we need to make? What we need to do? What we going to do with it? Everything should be every week, sitting down every week till it come together. And then you can't get mad because she don't see it. That means if you had the vision, you need to make it plain. It ain't plain enough. So you need to keep going over every day till it become plain, till it become understood. That's the goal. It works. My wife didn't want no house. I wanted the house. I wanted extra real estate. I had the vision, so I had to show it. I was willing to do all the work. I'm working. I get up and go work 2 jobs and go do the clean out of the house. I was willing to do whatever. Cut the yard, all that. But you sitting there talking about you tired. Your head hurt. Come on, man. It's so easy to sit at home now and work. You can work 2 jobs sitting at home. Boy, I wish I had it, but right now I can't see them. Boy, back then, I'd have killed them. But that's it. I'm through venting, man. Come check us out. I know some of y'all ain't gonna come now, because y'all don't want the truth, man. Y'all don't want to get out y'all situation. Y'all want to stand there and be a victim and blame the president. You want to blame your mom and dad, and you want to blame what my situation, what this, I didn't go to school, you want to blame everybody else, man. I was telling my son about my ex-wife. I said, I don't even blame her. It was my fault. I was foolish. I didn't put a protection around me. I didn't prepare myself. I said, but me and your mama together, boy, if your mama leave right now, we're going to split it down, and I'm still going to be good. I'm going to give her hers, she's going to get her, and we both going to be good. There ain't going to be no, nah, you got yours, I got mine. When y'all call and say, Dad, I need this, I ain't got to say, well, you know, Daddy's doing bad, don't worry about what you need. Let's have a discussion about it. How you gonna pay me my money back, baby? Because I gotta get return all out, return on my investment. I gotta do it, man. See, it's all about business, man. Business, business, business. And some of you, a lot of you ain't handling your business. That's what it is. You emotional. And you in love with your kids sit up there, ain't gonna remember none of that shit you did. Your friends ain't gonna remember. Their friends come and get their money. They did everything they want to do under the sun. Then they come ask you to borrow some money. You be like, well, you know, that's my friend. But nah, they ain't care about you. Nah, bro, not with me. We gonna do some TikTok together, you know what I'm saying? I show you how to do that. That's what I want. Give me some information. I can tell you go clean that yard, you know what I'm saying? At my house, you go clean the bathrooms or some stuff. You can put you to work, do some painting, you know, do some paint, some construction, you got something. You gotta change, man. That's why the single people, they've been watching their parents. I know I was there. You got to make a decision. You got to listen to somebody, man. The Most High been talking to you and you just don't want to hear. You're like, listen, I don't know what that is. That's what it is. I've been there. I thank the Most High for that. Man, I listened. I think I heard his voice strong enough to say, man, I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of not having. I'm tired of not believing. That's it. Tired of making excuses. I'm tired of letting my husband bring him, my wife, the kids. I'm tired. Oh, we don't need no money and all that. I mean, you a damn fool, man. You get the money, you get the power, you get control. This is what is control. I don't want to be 50-50. I want control. Then the control, I can be home with my family. That's it. Everybody's vision different. I done worked them hard. I done worked hard like that. Grinding, smoke, working, smoking, drinking them Red Bulls, trying to keep going, keep it going. I'm tired. And my body breaking down, but I still went to that gym. I was never at home. My wife would never. I was gone 3 of my wife, and she knew because I sit down and spoke. Hey, this is what I'm trying to do. This is where we're going. And guess what she tell me? Hey, why you stay with me when I had nothing? Because you always said you're going to do what you always did what you said you're going to do. I'm going to grind. I'm going to grind on this right here. Because my kids watching. I'm trying to make them believe. I don't want to do it. I don't want them to be content. I'm telling them, man, you can do whatever you want to do in life. Just go figure it out. We hunters. We about to hunt. You ain't hunting, man. That's why you broke. You ain't willing to listen to nobody. You scared to show. I don't want nobody to know my situation. They already see. We already know. We already know you ain't got it, man. Don't come. Man, I'm telling you, we already see it. You ain't hiding shit. You ain't fooling nobody. Come on, man. But anyway, come check us out tonight, 7:30 p.m. World premiere, Word on the Streets on YouTube. 7:30. Just if you just won't even like it, just come in and look at it. Let me see what this fool talking about. But let's go see what we're talking about. And also join me on TikTok. I be doing some skits on TikTok. I did one. I was on my cowboy stuff, and I done it. I showed this on my wife laughed. I gotta put it on Facebook. She said I was scared to put it on. I ain't scared to do nothing. I ain't never been scared, but I'm gonna put it on there. I am a little nervous, but nah, I'm gonna put it on there. But come check us out tonight, man. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. World premiere on the street. We talking about making it. When you done made it, what is really making it? You know what I'm saying? To you, everybody got a different way of making it. What is making it to them? You know, I hear people say they want to be rich. What is rich? What is wealthy? You know what I'm saying? I ask them, what is rich to them? You know what I'm saying? How are you going to become rich? You know what I'm saying? What is the vision? And they can never tell me. What do you want out of life? They can't tell me. How much you supposed to save? What's the money? What's the amount of money that you need to have to be wealthy till you die? You know what I'm saying? They ain't did the numbers. They just saying some shit. I done did the numbers. I done did the numbers. Me and my wife sit down and talk about it. Then we talk about the kid. I do the numbers, man. Women lie, men lie, but them numbers don't lie. And a lot of you don't want to look at your bank account, don't want to do the numbers because you know. You know. You already know. But y'all have a good one, man. I'm about to go TikTok. Hey, y'all show me some love over here on TikTok. Y'all been watching me. Y'all, hey, follow me. Hey, I'm on the 4 pillars. Spiritual health, physical health, mental health, financial. Again, just watch me. I don't need to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. Watch me involved. I'm involved from nothing. But you see this body, there ain't nothing. I don't care about the easiest tool is the financial. That's the easiest one. You just got to study that one. You just got to be a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? Different levels. When you get to one level, then you got to learn that level. It's different levels to this money game. And you ain't really learn the first level. You still don't have a bank account. You still do a cash out. You ain't got a brokerage account. You ain't got a savings account. You ain't got a high yield. You don't understand percentages. You ain't got a CD. You ain't got nothing. Because you spending everything. You living just for today. And the goal is to be better than you was yesterday. Do more than that so you have the million over that day. That's it. That's the blessing. So go be blessed, man. Come check us out. World premiere, Word on the Street. And extraordinaire on YouTube, man. We got a good show coming tonight. You won't just hear my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But hey, give it a shot. Clap for Anton Daniels. Oh girl, I put the links on Facebook. I didn't put it on. I gotta share on girl stuff. She was serious about y'all women. She told y'all women up. Ooh, she just ate y'all women up. But then old boy told her about the men too, playing video games. How you gonna have a video game and all this stuff and you talking about you supposed to sell all that shit. You gotta go. That's why you already left you. You still want to play the video game. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you got to get it, man. Let's get it. Y'all have a good one, man. Let me end this. End my line right here. See y'all later, Facebook. I got to go.